bit of a rise in jobless claims to exactly what was predicted, 210,000 for the week ending last week on March 21st. However, that's still a very low number, so it doesn't really suggest any kind of change, just a little bit of volatility. The continuing claims number, 1,819,000, is down from 1,851,000 2 weeks ago. So not much change on the labor side of the Fed's mandate, and it doesn't appear that companies are reacting yet to anything that's happening over in the Middle East. However, we are seeing, and I wanted to bring this back up, I know you talked to the Secretary General a little while ago of the OECD. The inflation side of the Fed's mandate is starting to show cracks. The OECD predicting 4.2% inflation for the U.S. this year. That may not be completely accurate, since we don't know how long this is all going to go on, but it's something that people should be considering when they're filtering through what the Fed is going to be saying over the next couple of days. And the rest of those countries, here's a point that people are starting to make in the economic circles. The rest of those countries could be in trouble, because not only are oil prices going up, but the dollar's going up. And as the dollar goes up, their currencies buy less, and oil's priced in dollars. So it's a double squeeze for the rest of the world, and that could lead to demand destruction that leads to lower growth here.
That's the 1-2 punch. Stateside, Mike, this is what I hear a lot. Let's work through it together. Inflation, ultimately, by the time we get to the end of the year, will be closer to 3 than 2. That will constrain the Fed. But the Fed doesn't have to worry about an inflationary spiral and so-called second-order effects, because we're told, Mike, that this labour market is not as tight as it once was. Then I look at claims at 210 and a 4-week moving average of around the same number. Mike, and I wonder just how tight this labour market is. How tight is it?
We don't think it's all that tight, but the biggest issue is that we have lost a lot of population because of the crackdown on immigration, and that seems to be leading to a situation where employers need fewer workers because the economy is not putting the pressure on them at this point. And so we don't see the unemployment rate rising as you would think it might in this kind of situation. But nobody knows for sure. This is one of those things we'll be looking back on 5 years from now and have a better handle on exactly what's going on. But as I think Jay Powell said in his news conference the other day, the economy is still performing relatively well. There are all these clouds on the horizon, though. That's the big question, is does the OECD's forecast come true, and do we see the rest of the world slow down and the U.S. economy slow down? No sign yet, really.